First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
41-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts... doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Ready or not! Ready or not!
They run with Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Number 30 on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
42-yard line.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss. Kamara left side. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 5. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Kamara. Get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run it with Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after one. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Lux with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
This is it! This is it!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
His pass.
25 yards that time.
Number 85.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
A gain of 11.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Breida. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Deontay Harris, incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Josh Hill has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
The 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. 27 yards there, a first down.
And a Dolphin first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This is Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Saints 14. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the shoulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. No quit in him.
0.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across midfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Baker in on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On the handoff, this is Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 36 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. That'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
He'll look to throw. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now look at him go. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed. Locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Harris over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.